It is Sunday, the 25th September, 7:30. I'm in Glenveagh National Park. That's why I look like wild camping. I haven't done nothing to that car this morning because there's nobody here. I'm able to come out and you can see what it looks like now. Bit of condensation on the windows. They're the windows there, pure black with the blacklight blinds. Even if you drove past here now, you think I just arrived early. But I said the blinds on that side, I put the wrong way round. I cut them the wrong way round so they're silver. But if I did it again, I'd make sure they were black. So there's condensation on the windows. I let the front two windows down a wee bit. But especially if I don't care parked beside you, nobody'd know you were out camping. The reason I'm up so early, I went to bed early last night. Dark, what do you do? Normally I go to bed about 12 o'clock, half 12, I've been in my bed. Radio reception's bad here. There's no internet, there's no mobile, can't even make a phone call. Couldn't tell the rest of the family where I was camping last night. I always send a wee message. The place looks well. It's nicely laid out, like. It is a national park, so it's probably government run rather than council run. Although I haven't seen any buns. There's toilets down there, underground toilets. That's the entrance over there. We'll do a wee turn. So I thought I'll get up early. I'm gonna do it because dogs supposed to be on leads around here. I can walk around here now. We get a really fun the place better this morning and less people about. But that's scary camping for you there now, like. I made a wee boob last night. I met two boys hiking the Poision Glen. They're touring the whole of Ireland, so they're walking the whole of Ireland. And they wanted to know did I pass a shop, a couple of miles of shop. The boy was desperate for a can of a drink. So I give him stuff in the car. I said, "Come on down here, I have my cars down here now." Because I know what it's like when you're out camping and all, like, no shops and all that. Like, them boys are hiking. They had no chance of going to the shop and getting back. I give them 2 cans of Club Orange, 2 bars of chocolate, and 2 bags of tater crisps. They're all thrilled about the tater crisps. But I had my wee board in the back. I lifted the board out to get the stuff, looking for the crisps and stuff. I forgot to put the board back in. It's a wee board for learning to sleep on the front. But she got on alright. You won't see a thing in here now. It is dark. I put my duvet on. She's up. Oh, I'm coming on, Pim. Coming on. So there's my blinds there now. That's how the blinds work. See these wee magnets? I don't see if this camera's getting it. Wee magnets. I put the magnets back on again, you see. I keep the magnets on the door all the time. I'll fold that up and put it on the door. So we see how quick it is to do these doors now. There's Luna's wee bed. I have my duvet lifted up. Because I thought, well, if she gets up before I get up, she'll go and lie on it, and then I won't get the bed made. I should get too cozy in my duvet. So I had to get my duvet out of the way. So you get the idea now. I can't fold it up when I'm on the camera, like, but there's the idea. The front one, though. The front one is quite ingenious. I missed a skylight in the car, but this actually works because my visors go back. And if I put my visors back like that, anybody walking past so far back wouldn't be looking in that part of the window anyway. So in theory, if I was lying in my bed, I could still put my sock soles here. You see that wee bit there? If you stand here, you wouldn't really see in, like. So I do have the option of putting the visors back and getting a wee bit of light in when I'm getting things sorted out inside. So the front one's very simple as well. Wee magnets. So I have a wee line drawn there to keep it in the middle. You see, because I did it last night in the dark, so it's very hard to see. So we line in the middle. 2 wee magnets. 2 magnets, all there is. So I put washers on there with Velcro. The other wee one there is on my Velcro, wee bit of metal on my Velcro onto the window. So that's all there is. Fold that one up. When I fold that one up, I put that one in behind the back seat. So if you know where all the blinds are, it's a lot quicker, like. It's easier putting the blinds on whenever the doors is open. And if you get up, God knows if she's gone now. There's no window, nothing here. Last time I tried it in Bundoran, the one was gone. I took up your magnet off last night. It was one short. I see there's one too many on the other side. So you just scruff it up like that if you want to. There, right? You scruff it up, put it on the door. That's the job done there now. Oh, you do it nice and neat. I do that one nice and neat, like, but that door's never used there. I have a spare magnet there too, right? But the problem is, it's a hassle doing it in the dark, so it is. It is a hassle doing it in the dark. No need for, because it's cut too long, no need for magnets in the bottom. So you see the material, silver one side, black on the other. And I cut the first ones going, but the material was very tight. For me to get all the windows done, I had no wastage. There was no wastage at all. You were scared to cut once, like, so I cut that when scissors around the doors was doing it. And then I went to do the other two. Oh, I'll put these two on top of the other side, it'll be like it handier. But I forgot to flip it round. The one handy bit I had and I messed up. But if I did it the hard way, I would have put up against the window, I would know it was wrong. That's been nice new duvet covers there. That's... The extra 1 inch I made me bed worked out well. But I couldn't sleep right last night. The car's level, bed's comfortable, too quiet. There's the odd wee bird now. There wasn't a sound last night, not a sound. You can't hear traffic. No wind noise, no nothing. I can't sleep in there quiet. Luna! Come on! So there's the advantage, when you're away camping like this, that's what you do. Go to bed early, because it's dark, and get up early. Make the most of the daylight hours. Luna! Mom! But the car was warm last night. It was too warm. I had to wind the back windows down, and he put the stove on. It's white heat. Put the windows down the whole way then. Come on now, honey. I get me breakfast. She's ready to go, like. Look, she's licking her lips. She's been eating. She's been eating. She's got her breakfast before me. Mom, honey, Mom. That'll do there. That'll do for now. Up we go, honey. Up, up. We'll get the kettle on now and get a cereal. Oh, back one. I didn't do the back one. Back one is the simplest of them all. Back one is so simple. We see the back one. Look at this here. 2 magnets. Oh, look, I leave the magnets out all the time. See, all these cars are designed so if we wait and put the hand, then you close the bit doesn't crush your fingers. Although people get fingers crushed. That does not touch their magnets. That's how much of a gap there is. Well, you don't even need any bottom ones. And then you put it on, close the boot, you're sailing around here, and then it means you can move the blade back and forward. But if I had to try and put on the glass, you'd never get it. If you have a car with old-fashioned windows, far handier. Problem with this car here, I put the fan on last night because I thought the fan's better. Because the blinds was up, the blackout blinds, the car wasn't getting the air enough for the gas. It's worried about carbon dioxide. I wanted more air in here, so when I had the stove lit, I ended up put on the fan in the car. My car only runs a half an hour and goes into saver mode. You have to start the engine. For me to get that window down now, I have to start my engine. Even for a split second, I can stop it again. No power is going to come out of this car until the engine started because of saver mode. Doesn't matter how charged the battery is. Well, here we go. I'll get my tea made now. Get that stove on now. I never brought the mains adapter for my laptop. I was going to put the laptop on this one, so I'm going to leave that. And I never brought my memory card reader either. The memory card reader in the laptop is dead slow. It's about 30 megabytes a second. Well, the external one I got is about 80 megabytes a second. For me to get my SD card from yesterday and put on the laptop, I'll have about 2 hours copying over. And I need this camera now because I'm going to go walking shortly. I'm going to get the cereals on now, Pet. Were you nice and comfy last night? So what I did last night with her, put a couple of towels there to build up that there, make it but she wasn't lying there anyway. This is a wee orange blanket I always used in the caravan. So what I've done first, to get rid of the bucketness, I put the orange towel to flatten out the seat. Although it's not a big orange blanket. So you see that there's 4 layers. I put the 4 layers on there to get the hump out of the seat. Put on the memory foam, doggy bed, and then put that other bed over on top then. Oh, she likes her comforts as well, you know, like. She doesn't like roughing it, and that do not feel that hump now at all, even with her wee body. And if she wanted, she could crawl over a wee bit. She put a wee head over here and all, like, and you did put your wee head over, didn't you, Pet? Yes, you did. And then, see, like a harness. I put a harness there, that blackout blind now for the front window. I'll fold it up later. But basically, the blackout blind there, I will stick that in there. As long as you know where the things are, it's a lot easier. You're doing this in the dark all the time. I put her wee harness over the handbrake. So in the middle of the night, if something goes wrong, you don't have to scramble around looking for it. Because everything on the floor, you find nothing on the floor. I threw my boots down in there out of the way. Because there's not enough floor space here. That water container's not working, it's too big. I need to find it. Might actually be better off if I had litre water, small water containers. I tried the 2 litres, it's very floppy, spilled some in my knee. That's too awkward. So I think if I get all new water bottles about a litre in size, a dose of them, it'd be easier keeping a dose of water in the boot and bringing 1 litre across at a time as I need it. So I'm going to get wee litre bottles. But from my experience last night, you can definitely use the car a lot longer. I thought last night it was too cold. It is not cold in here. I was too warm for part of the night. So I get the breakfast now. There's my phone there now. It's not going to focus on this camera here. 30% power, no signal at all. Maybe GoPro's not going to focus into this phone. Oh. But another thing when you need when you're wild camping, everything needs to be fast charged. Tablets, phones, power things. That's down this last wee battery there now. You need fast charge everything. That phone will be fully charged in half an hour, or about 90% charged in half an hour. Here's another wee thing here. I put my breakfast. I eat 1 Weetabix and 20 grams of Frosties. Weetabix is only cereals, it's all green. You know your wee energy advice? But who wants, by the time you get your Weetabix and put sugar on it, it's not green, is it? The wee Frosties, they're not very high, there's not much sugar in Frosties. You think there is, but there's not. That's the cheap brown Frosties, like. And I put them into the wee lunchbox. So, if I'm away 2 days, I get that's one I have in the house. I'm going to buy new boxes, just big enough for my breakfast. And it's all weighed out before I leave. So if I'm away 2 or 3 days, I bring 2 or 3 separate boxes. And that'll be handier than carrying loose stuff. And I'll just put them up straight into that there now, like. That'll soften up. I like it nice and soft. Another thing I've been looking at now, I didn't need water. I brought 2 water bottles last night. That's why I brought the bigger water container. Did not need no water bottles last night. And I said that I bought a brand new one to do like. And I get the smoke back in the cool box. So this wee stove using gas cylinders. You see the rust on it? I have it years. These used up anyway. But I'm reckon to boil water for tea, doesn't take much water for tea. That's ideal there, like. But to boil water for water bottles, it's going to take a lot more water. I can't see my cylinders lasting very long. I have a pelter stove I used in the motorbike years ago. You put pelter on the stove, and the pelter burns the same as that. And that wee gas stove there is actually more powerful than my gas cooker. It boils quicker than my gas cooker does in the caravan. There's some flame of it, but I said I've used the cylinder gas, so I have. Maybe I should try that out a bit, you know. I used the wee cylinders use up pretty quickly. So I'm going to run a cylinder that day, see how much water you can boil, how long a cylinder does, and then I'm going to use the pelter stove. If a cylinder is to cost $1.25 each, I don't know what they are. We'll say it's $1.25 for a cylinder. I'm going to go down to my local garage and pay $1.25 for unleaded petrol. And I'm going to see how much water I can get boiled with the pelter stove compared to this. The pelter stove will take up less space than that, believe it or not. It comes in a wee plastic box, it takes up less space, but then you need a jerry can. which takes up more space. So, but the thing about the petrol stove, you can get petrol anywhere. Well, if I run out of them gas cylinders, look where I am today, you're not going to get gas cylinders out here like. Well, there's petrol 3 miles down the road. So I'm going to do a wee YouTube video on that someday just to test it out. But I don't want to just go boil water, throw it down the drain, so with the winter time, I need water for the house. And boil the water and try it out. Well, I got a spoon now. I bought some extra cutlery and all, and I put them in a wee lunch box. But that many wee boxes in here now, like. So they had to have stuff on a plate for wee spoons and all, wouldn't it, like? There's my dishes from yesterday there, like. And that wee bucket there. So I haven't washed them. So I need to get my spoon now and get this here. Breakfast done, mate. A few changes I think I'm going to make this car now. When I originally put that wee shelf there, I have the carbon monoxide, it's in the caravan. I've got to bring it in here. When I put that wee shelf there for the radio, and that was all for the old car, and I would have slept with my head this side. I never actually slept in the old car, but that's the idea. But what I'm going to do now, the stove is no good. The stove is a hassle. See all this case and all that's a hassle. So I think I'm going to do now, I'm going to move, that wee shelf works at night time. I lie there now, my head up there in the pillow. And I have the tablet down here. That's where I want the tablet. Last night I had to prop it up against a couple of things. So I'm going to move that wee shelf across there. And I hold the FM radio during the day. At night time I hold the tablet. Watching Catch Up 4 and stuff. And I can might as well move the carbon monoxide detector over here as well. Because of the angle. It's hard to see. It means then I can't lie against the back. I don't know. I'd say I probably could. No, she lies anyway, like, I don't know. But a wee shelf there that folds up would be dead on for that stove. That stove could be about that height there, coming out. It wouldn't even be in the way of the toilet. It wouldn't be in the way of the inverter. It can come out over the top. The stove can sit there all day there, and the kettle can sit there, and I can go in and out without moving the stuff. Because there's still water in that kettle, she could hit it and knock it over. The shelf wouldn't even have to fold. I could just put a shelf there. I could put wee edges on it to actually hold the stove. So the stove can just stay permanently on it. Do away with this case. Because that bit of car is wasted. Because of where the floor goes here, it's sort of a waste of space above. I need extra lamp for me to let sleep in, like. So what I'll do now, I never had a drink a full cup of tea. Always half drink. I'll do that bit of tea now, rinse that bowl out. And throw it in my boots. I'll go in the dishwasher then when I get to the house. I think we're nearly ready to go now, you know, don't I? I'll get your wee clothes on, your wee harness on, your clothes. And I'll get my boots on. And then I'll get out there and we'll air the car. I'll get that back open. See the air fryer upside down. Has to go over there, like. Select which coat we're going to wear today. Need a selection. We need a selection. I think we'll just go for the wee hoodie thing today. And we'll take a wee walk around all this car park first. There's one car down there now. Another car came in and left, so I reckon he's probably dropping off one of the workers. We'll do the wee walks down around here. With nobody here. And then we'll walk up towards the castle then, later on. I think there's about 4 or 5 walks here. Don't know which one's the best. And if we can get the bus up, I'm going to get the bus up, 4 kilometres up to the castle, 3 miles. If I can get her in the bus, that'll save us 3 miles going up. So I reckon get the wee bus up pit. We'll walk back down again, like. Oh, we'll walk down, but we'll get the bus up. We'll see if there's a proper bus stop and it's a big setup, like. I reckon the more than one bus, you know, during the summertime. Going by the amount of space they have for these buses to turn and stuff. So we'll get the shoes on now. There's the toilets in front in the car park. There's the main entrance. You've got about 3 or 4 bins around the car park. Poop scoop bags. The toilets and all is meant to be underground, like. But they're not underground, they're just covered in soil. Made look nice. But individual toilets. They had to put cones there. Folk must be keep hitting the barrier. You see there they've had a water fountain. Don't know what that was. And that's been padded up. There must have been a water fountain in there one time. That's just maintenance things. Toilets all individual. All clean. So toilets are not no hot water. Hand dryers old fashioned. Toilet rolls, just clean. Smells okay. There's plenty of wee picnic tables around the car parks. No barbecue, and not even have a barbecue. A fair of people burn tables probably. So there's other wee. I've seen a lot of picnic. I see a lot of picnic tables. But like, if you come in, it's nice. It's a nice wee spot for a wee picnic. Like, although it's a car park, it's nicely done. Like, it's nicely done car park. So I'll go up now and get my wee one-man fare. Yeah, I can see the leaves blowing now and a wee bit of breeze starting. Seeing a wee bit of autumn. So I'm going back in New Car Park now. Might spoil it. They're going to cut all them trees down, or is there a field behind that? It'd be a shame. There's not many trees here to begin with. But the new car park's going on now. Obviously them trees are all pretty small. They just cut the trees down.